Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hardway wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hardway wrestling taken by surprise. Hardway wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making them mark. Hardway wrestling straight from the heart.
Welcome to Hardway Wrestling. It is Thursday. It is the last Thursday before we take a week off and go on vacation. I'm so excited, boys.
I don't take a week off. I'm still gonna be here.
You're gonna be
You
here.
guys-
Scott, you'll be here.
I'll be in Florida. I'm always on vacation.
Okay, you'll be in Florida. So you're definitely not coming in. You jerk! You showed your hand already.
We'll
I'm
see.
joined to my left. Wait a minute. My scissor left. Tricky Ricky Walker below me. If this was the Brady Bunch, he'd be my Mike Brady.
So he does what to
Scotty,
you?
he's a bottom. He's a bottom
Oh,
for sure. He's a power bottom for sure. Scotty, two bodies, and to my immediately my corner to underneath of Ricky. I guess that's what it looks like on your screen.
The other turnbuckle.
The opposite turnbuckle. The mercenary, AK. Gentlemen, welcome in Hardway Wrestling. Here we are. Here we are live, alive, sorta. You guys
Barely,
just
but
listen,
we're there.
We're in,
making it through.
we're in vacation mode.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Ricky.
Thanks.
Glad
I
you're
was
feeling better. You
rough last week.
Got a sip of Hercules caught up to you. We missed you for an episode. So
Yep.
You
It
don't like
happens.
we were just right before we started. I was just playing with my toys. We were just going over the new LJNs. The Stone Cold looks like somebody off the Coneheads. I don't know if you can see that or not, but he looks like a dude from the Coneheads. Like he should be rough on the what were those things called in the Coneheads that they were that he had to kill to be
Something
set
30
free?
years.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
It's
anyway.
been so long since I've seen
Nobody's
Conan.
ever going to go back and watch it either. It's
So
never
we got
gonna
the Conehead. We should probably do a watch along. We got Conehead. We got one of the Coneheads, Dan Aykroyd and Butterbean. So these LJNs, they look ridiculous. This Jonathan Cross wannabe Jesse Ventura. I don't get it. And some guy, and I'm gonna do this. He's got undies on.
Listen,
I went up his skirt.
Yep.
Rob-
Skirted Piper.
Roddy Piper. If you lift Roddy's skirt and Rhonda's skirt, same thing. Same thing. So welcome in. How are we doing? I got toys everywhere now. I'm a mess.
At least
All
they're
right.
not the same toys Vince plays with.
No. You know what?
Those are in Jesse's closet.
All my LJNs are Caucasian. So I don't have any Lashleys for Vince to have fun with. Anyway, let's get into it. We got a lot to cover. Some news from over the weekend. Let's get into hold on. Little pizza cutter news. That's right, pizza cutter news. What was our first? So we put out I put out clips after every show. Clips did really well. People love when Scotty and I are laughing back and forth at stupid shit we used to do 10 years ago. And then some guy was like, "Well, we talking about CM Punk with Shamus. Shamus is going for the WWE." Well, pal, that happened 2 days after we had our show, but we're going to cover today. Shamus is set to depart the WWE. Fightful reports Shamus is set to leave WWE as his contract. His contract is expiring. He rejected a restructuring extension. He was not released. So he's going to run out his contract, and he did not accept the contract extension at a minimal rate that some of the people are, and we're going to go over one here in a minute that possibly took one. So Shamus possibly going from WWE unless we hit the 12th hour here I read reports that Triple H really went to bat for Shamus to stay. Scotty, Shamus been around a very long time.
Okay, I'm gonna slightly go against you on
First
that.
off, I'm gonna ask you put your knife down, sir. Okay. Okay.
The utility
What the
blade.
fuck is going on?
It identifies as a utility blade.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not
Now-
that big of a deal. You do not have to emo yourself.
Oh, we're not watching it right now. Hold up.
No, so I've got
Nobody's ever gigged themselves on a Hardway Wrestling podcast.
Yeah, it'll be a
No,
first.
that's not funny. That's not how you do it. Stop. Stop.
No, that's how you did it. That's how you did it.
Nope.
No, so rumor is there is a rumor going around that Sheamus did not accept the restructuring deal. Both New Day and Sheamus were trying to get a hold of Triple H to talk about what is going on, and Triple H has been unavailable. And like basically they can't get a hold of any of the higher ups. It's basically just they're dealing with all, bottom of the rung people. They can't talk to any of the higher ups. Nobody's taking their calls. This is again reportedly what happened to New Day, and now it is currently happening to Sheamus. Unconfirmed, but it could be something that is playing into why Sheamus is not going to be back in WWE under a new deal, because they're not giving him the time of day. They're not talking to him.
Did you guys hear that? Bullshit. That's bullshit.
Whoa.
Look, I call bullshit. Throw the flag. Somebody throw the flag on this one. I don't think that Triple H would lose communications with Sheamus. I think that it probably is. It could be a money thing and where is his career going at this point?
Creative.
What are you going to do with Sheamus? Are you going to bring him back in to do what? And again, I'm sure his body's endured enough in his time, and he wants to have valuable years. So if he wants to continue to wrestle, WWE is not the place for him right now. And it sucks to say because he's done very well for himself, but it's time to, kind of cut that cord a little bit. So I wouldn't think Triple H would dodge him in that conversation of, hey, where should we go from here? I think, again, we talked the New Day situation. Totally, I think it's night and day from the tenure and the respect that they give Sheamus and they've given him in the past. You know what I mean?
Ricky, you trying to say that Sheamus is going to redo the bar?
He'll reunite the bar. He'll be the newest member of the Death Riders.
Oh God!
I'm just throwing it out there.
We know Sheamus wrestles hard. He's stiff. He's always been that guy. I watched him. We went to a show in Philly.
Banger after burger.
Yeah, burger after burger. Remember, he came back all fat and shit. Yeah. I watched Sheamus. We went to a show in Philly, and I watched Sheamus wrestle twice that night. He wrestled in the dark match, and he wrestled later on that night. And when he came back out for the second match, he's pasty anyway. He showed a lot of battle scars. So the guy wrestles hard. The guy works hard. He's one of the toughest. He felt like for a while he was the kind of the gatekeeper of WWE, where you would send Sheamus. You would have to deal with Sheamus before you moved on. Ask JD McDonough. I don't think he's been right ever since he faced Sheamus. But this is how wrestling goes, right? Sheamus is a big name. John Cena was a big name. These guys, they move on after a while. Just because Sheamus, and I see a lot of this, he's going to AEW. Dolph Ziggler was a cornerstone of the WWE for the longest time. And he was that almost the same type of character. Bump after bump after bump. Was a great bumper. He bumped for everybody. He was heavyweight champion at one point, intercontinental champion at one point, but just could not. After a while, you couldn't find ground with him. They thought he was going to go to AEW. He never went to AEW. Never even showed up in AEW. So he went to TNA. So it's very possible that Sheamus ends up in AEW, but I would not be surprised if he ends up with TNA. Lighter schedule, right? Lighter schedule. They do multiple tapings in one day, and then they're off for a month or whatever, and they're doing house shows. or doing independence. So not that he needs to. He's been around. Hopefully, he did well with his money.
Or he might pull Damian Priest.
AAA.
Go AAA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, it's
you know, again,
it's very
that
possible
schedule too. It's really a lot lighter for those guys, and now they are using their legacies to get over down there. Like they're all over like a motherfucker. You know, between if you come from WWE, they're just happy to see you in the building. So
Yeah, look
especially
how well
Taylor,
Chad Gable did down there. Look how well. I mean, Kaiser.
Yes, Kaiser is just
Kaiser would be gone
to the
by
moon,
now
man.
if not for Gable getting hurt and him being launched into the other El Grande because his career was going nowhere after he left Gunther.
Yeah. So it's crazy. I know, and everybody's sad because you hate to see these kind of guys go, but sometimes they have to. Sometimes they end up coming back. Who knows? He is 48 years old. 48 years old. So, all right. We have a new world champion. Sami Zayn loses to CM Punk, and we're going to go over the Raw highlights here shortly with Ricky. But CM Punk, 9 days after winning the world title, 14 years in the business. I deserve it. I should be this. I should be that. Finally gets a title shot, gets a title. 9 days later, loses it to a returning CM Punk. Ricky, let me get your thoughts on this. We're not all of us are CM Punk fans here on this podcast. But what are your thoughts on Sami Zayn losing this title so quickly?
I mean, we all said when he was winning it, when he won it in the first place, he was going to be transitional, and we didn't expect his run to be very long at all. For him to lose it to CM Punk kind of irritates the shit out of me. Punk hasn't been seen since WrestleMania, but I get from a business
Is that
standpoint,
how long it's been since WrestleMania?
He has not been on since WrestleMania.
3 months ago.
Yeah, okay.
The Raw he lost to Roman.
Yeah.
And I get from a business standpoint, they see Punk versus Cody possibly for SummerSlam as being a better match on the card than Sami versus whomever. But to do that to Sami after all the work he's put in with them for years kind of feels like a slap in the face to me. I don't like it. I mean, it was too predictable. It was too predictable too with the whole CM Punk in Chicago thing.
Yeah. Scotty,
it gave me the Bret Hart tagging Hulk Hogan in at WrestleMania. What was that, 9 to take on Yoko and win the damn title?
Scotty, I see you're going to go. I'll get to you in a second, AK. Scotty, I know you're going to go the opposite way because you are a CM Punk fan. So
I'm going to say this. I'm not necessarily a fan of what they did. I see why they did it. I see why the fact that, again, it's Punk. Like, Sami is over. Like, Sami is, he is a good character no matter which way you put him, whether he's babyface or whether he's heel. But if you have name value, the guy with the more name value is CM Punk. And like Ricky said, they're eyeing Punk versus Cody at SummerSlam. So, makes sense. Name value versus name value. Okay, we've got a bigger winner here than we do with Sami. But we're going to talk about this, I guess, a little bit more as well. But I think there's a couple of things that play into this. And please forgive me if I'm stepping on toes, but there's a possibility that Sami had to take a pay cut. And there's a possibility as well that Punk refused to take a pay cut. The reason that he was off for so long was that he and WWE were feuding over the pay cut deal, and Punk basically held them over a barrel and said, I'm not coming back unless I get XYZ, and the title was one of those things.
But Punk's contract wasn't up yet.
No, it wasn't up, but basically they were restructuring everybody. This is a rumor.
Shoot from the hip, man. We're shooting from the hip at this point. God damn it! What the fuck? Huh? Every time you've been killing me today. What are you even talking about, man? Listen. this whole thing is all set up, right? Think about it this way. Punk worked every single Monday Night Raw for how many months leading into Mania? Like he was working, going at that shit hard, right? AJ's been off for a little bit. They knew he needed a little break in between, and they knew Chicago was coming in 3 months. A good 90 days off to take a little break. And what did he say to Cody on that Monday Night Raw after Mania before he left? He says, I'm going to be ready for this shot. And that's exactly what he was. He was ready. He came right back. He was ready for it in his hometown. Dope little fucking intro to it. And again, talk about the length of Sami Zayn's title run, and we're offended because it's only 9 days. How many guys won a title and their reigns were seconds long, and then they had to wait years before a second title run? Undertaker's first title run was how many days? 5 days? And then he didn't win the title back for 5 years till WrestleMania 13. So Sami had the honor to call himself a former WWE champion. This shit is fake, right? It's fake. But you have this you have this distinguished elite status for the rest of your life that you will never, ever have taken away from you. You were the WWE champion. Thousands of guys.
Grand Slam
in
champion.
history.
Let me tell you, you dumb son of a bitch.
Wrestling
Wrestling ain't fake.
And thousands won't do it. And he had an esteemed privilege to have it. So everybody cry about Sami. Stop fucking crying. And all this Punk bullshit that is a spur of the moment because he was holding him hostage. It all seemed like a great fucking setup and a good execution. And I'm giving it credit for what the fuck I think it was.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think it's I don't think there's any chance that CM Punk was going anywhere. I don't think they asked him to pay cut. There are certain guys in this company that make them money. CM Punk is absolutely one of them. They're absolutely one of them. Sami Zayn, on the other hand, that is the report that they asked him to take a pay cut, and he did take a pay cut to stay with the WWE. Now, again, we don't know. I don't know what their contracts are. I don't know what their downside is. Sami Zayn has been a workhorse for this company for quite some time. So, I mean, we'll see. So, real quick, the 5 shortest WWE title reigns in history. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, it was only 9 days. It's only 9 days." And AK, you touched on it real quick right here.
Kane's was 1 day.
Let's do this. Daniel Bryan, SummerSlam 2013, 4 minutes, 7 seconds. He lost to, who did he lose to, Ricky?
Orton.
He lost.
Yeah.
He lost to
Triple H pedigree.
John
That's
John
right.
Cena elimination 2010, 3 minutes, 33 seconds. Who did John Cena lose to?
Batista.
Batista. Yokozuna, WrestleMania, what is that?
9.
Is that 9?
9.
9. Okay. 2
My
minutes,
favorite WrestleManias.
2 minutes, 6 seconds. Who beat Yoko?
Friggin' Hogan.
Right.
That'll work for me, brother.
That's Hawkster. Brother.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Okay, Sheeta. I'm sorry. All right. Seth Rollins, Money in the Bank 2016. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And who did he lose to?
Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose.
That was the night all 3 Shield members held the title.
Returning Dean Ambrose, probably.
And
And number 1 shortest reign of all time. Does anybody know who it is?
It's not
Mysterio.
No,
one Ray.
not the shortest person. The shortest.
I don't know.
I just
February
looked at this
5th,
too.
1988, Scotty.
Andre, when he sold it to Ted DiBiase.
that's
1
right.
minute,
That's
48 seconds. He handed the belt over to Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, God, all about that.
Honorable mention, Roman did the same thing on his first title run when he won the belt and then Sheamus cashed in on him. So that happened to him on his very first as well. It was a few minutes.
Kane, 24 hours.
yeah, so there's been a lot of guys that titles have changed. Now, Sammy had a meltdown after Raw, after he lost.
Hell of a promo. Hell of a promo.
You know why it was a hell of a promo? My favorite type of promos. They're fucking
The
real.
heart.
Right
Yep.
from the heart. that crying, that face, that is absolutely, again, you could still generate that type of emotion in a promo, and it comes from somewhere. And I think it comes from possibly taking that pay cut, possibly only having that title reign for 9 days, scraping 14 years to get to that title shot and losing it to some mother that, like, he went absolutely crazy in this promo. And Scotty, if you have not seen it, look it up. It's amazing. It's a great promo. After the promo, he's on his hands and knees crying. So
look, this is what I want to say about this, right?
And you say wrestling's fake, you jerk.
It's not about
it's
not about failing. This is like a life lesson too. It's how you deal with that loss. And Sami Zayn as a professional, right? He could have went out there and half-assed it, but he's like, you know what? I'm still got work to do, and my job's still not done. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to execute at elite level. So even dropping that title, still had the energy to go out there right after the bell rang, hit the curtain, and shot some shit like that. And I applaud him 100%. That was great shit.
So,
great shit.
Sammy, again, CM Punk, your new heavyweight champion. SmackDown heavyweight champion, right? That's SmackDown.
Yes.
Yep.
That's SmackDown. So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And welcome SmackDown for some ratings because, you know, he's definitely, again, he's a draw. They will get ratings from him for sure.
Who's
way more than Cody.
So how soon before Cody takes his belt off of Punk?
I don't
if they fight at SummerSlam, Punk will hold it. We'll go to the end of the year. I'll say Survivor Series, we might get a twist, but I think Punk will hold this for a while. I think having Punk and Roman as champions right now is holding a lot of gravity with the company. Yeah. It really is. It's a really good look.
All right. Let's get a little bit of Raw highlights from Monday.
Yeah, I'm only going to get into the quick stuff. It started out with Gunther backstage ambushing Cody Rhodes, power bombing him through a table and kicking his head into a car door, which leads to Cody not being medically cleared for the night. Moving on.
I did like Sammy where he said, hey, you know what? Stuff happens. Maybe we'll go to SmackDown on Friday and see just see how it develops.
Yeah. The Vision regains the World Tag Team titles.
They announced, but pretty much they didn't announce it, but there was a rumor that the Vision was going to be El Duno. So
yeah, the brass knuckle decoys, and then we get the Maxine Dupree low blow on Angelo Dawkins to set up the Vision's victory.
I'm excited for heel Maxine Dupree.
I kind of am too.
Yeah.
And it was funny. Paul Heyman thanked her for stepping up and doing something.
That's right.
Paul Heyman,
I like that.
Thank God it's not Becky, right? Are we glad it's not Becky in the Vision?
Remember Becky?
We thought Becky was going to be in the Vision.
Yeah. So she's already getting heat online, though. You got fans that are like, "Oh, she just got married and now she's doing it's fucking gimmick, man." And plus, she's probably running through the boys anyways. I mean, ask Sonny, right? You know, who cares? I mean, I'm not supposed to approve of that. I mean, I don't condone that shit.
No. We all love a good rat.
Yeah. Let's see. Sol Ruca retains the
I'll
women's.
tell you though, that kiss was pretty good. I mean, that Dom don't be doing that to live.
I get jealous either way, so it's whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
Anyway, Sol Ruca retains the women's Intercontinental title over Raquel with interference from Liv and Roxanne, and Io Sky evens things up, causes a distraction for Sol to hit Soul Snatcher. Sol botches something in the corner again. It looked fucking terrible. How do you not love Io Sky? How can you not love Io Sky?
How do you bring her up right after? You're like, let's go back to EO. Let's go.
He's got an affliction.
You got a point. You got a point.
She's right.
But
he likes a woman with brain damage when she drops herself on her head diving through the rope.
Yeah. I just thought he was into like the anime shit. Damn.
No.
He wished you would throw some sort of fireball at him.
But the internet's calling for Sol Ruca to change her move. They're saying if she can't hit it, just don't do it. It was cool to bring out every now and again if you can pull it off. But
so what is the deal? She never had a problem in NXT, and I know that's a take.
I don't know.
Is it
I have no
camera? Is
idea.
it camera angles? Is it?
I thought it was
Is it-
nerves the first couple of
Oh,
times because it's a bigger
chemistry.
stage, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't either.
The question here's the other question: is WWE uniform all the way through?
Yes.
And what
The
I
rings,
mean,
yeah.
huh?
As far as ring setup,
Yeah, because
yeah.
she's good on the NXT ring and can hit it there. That's what then like because they use I know on the main shows they use ropes, not cables. But I wonder if they use cables, not ropes, in the NXT ring, which is why
Look,
she can hit it there but can't hit it.
It's all the same setup. The only thing I'll tell you different, because I go to NXT almost weekly at this point, the environment is a lot different. It almost feels comforting being in the performance center because it's so like personal, and it feels almost like you're in, like for me, a training facility, you know? So, and that's what it's meant for. So that sense of home and sense of comfort being in that ring consistently, opposed to now you're in a new building, new audience, the crowd, you know, it's the, you know, Raw crowd's a lot different than NXT crowd. NXT crowd gives you love all match. Raw crowd, depending on where you are, you're going to get some different shit, you know? So I think
They're
a lot of
nylon
it's,
ropes. They're not rope anymore. They're not rope.
yeah,
I didn't
no,
think
they're
they
not.
were rope. They're
You know,
nylon. They're not cable. They're nylon.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
But
For the love of
whatever
God,
they use
like
is the
they
question.
need to get this belt off of her right now and get her some more training or something. Put this belt on Raquel for Christ's sake. Let her have a run.
Yeah, I'm
Or-
for that. I'm for that. I don't know what the it. I think it's just mental. It's got to be mental, right?
it
That's
is.
all it is.
I think
That's
so.
really it all. It's a big stage. This
'Cause
ain't
when you
this ain't
watch it-
130 people in a little tiny. You know, this is you know 13,000 people, and then 3 million at home watching. This is NXT doesn't get those kind of numbers, and maybe that's I don't know. If it's me, performers perform, right? Performers perform whether it's 300 people or 30,000 people. I
Yeah.
just came here to say y'all spelled both Sammy's first and last name wrong. Okay,
Wasn't me.
that was
Wasn't
me.
me, bro.
That
It
was definitely on
the guy
me.
with the shitty
Yes.
spelling.
Blame that guy.
That's called clickbait.
It worked. He engaged.
Nailed it.
Anyway, we'll move on to the closing where obviously Cody isn't cleared, so Aldis and Adam Pearce are scrambling to find a replacement, and my God, they're in Chicago. Who the hell could it be?
Chicago. Frank Gallagher.
Michael Jordan?
Oh yeah.
Dennis Rodman.
That's actually a good one too. What's Brian Urlacher doing?
Oh, gee.
I don't
I
know.
think you're gonna say Ron Harper.
Oh no way, Frank Thomas. The big
Wait a minute. Was it okay? I'm not as good on my football trivia,
Steve
but
Bartman.
wasn't Butkus the Chicago Bears
There
coach?
you go. He's your favorite, everybody's favorite tight end.
Anyway, survey says CM Punk, and he is the mystery opponent.
It's not Ryan Sandberg.
Nah, it wasn't the kid from Little Big League.
Oh,
or
it
whatever that
wasn't Henry Gardnauer.
Yeah. So
All right, keep going.
yeah, CM Punk is the mystery opponent, and wouldn't you know it, he wins the undisputed WWE Championship. Sami Zayn's run done after 9 days, and CM Punk in his first match since WrestleMania, where he lost the world title to Roman Reigns, is now the new WWE champion.
All right. Can we just throw in there that it was a good match? Because I thought it was a really good match. It's a really good match and a must watch. Again, it shows you why these two guys are main eventing and a title change would happen in this moment. It was really good shit. And again, kudos to Sam.
I thought Sammy GTO was better than fucking CM.
Yeah, GTA, right? That's just
Yeah.
clean. Yeah.
So,
Good shit though. Good shit.
Anyway, that's Raw. That's Raw, and we're Raw. So, all right, let's get into a little bit of AEW. We had some. I love when shows are competing against each other with this kind of stuff. It's like, how do we boost ratings here? How do we, because that's what it's all about. It's about the numbers. And
Look.
AEW is, man, I'm sure AK is about to tell us that they hit like $1.4 million more, $1.4 million in viewership rating. Go ahead.
No,
hit us
no,
with that, AK.
they actually hit a 1.2 people.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay.
that's it. 1.2 people
All
watched
right.
this episode.
Gotcha.
All right. Hold up. First of all, let's start from the top, right? Beginning of the night, we get to see MJF and Will Ospreay have interaction, and it got pretty personal. We thought that, it was kind of like putting the smoke and mirrors a little bit on some of the results for the end of the night. We're seeing this tension brew, so we're like, hey, maybe MJF's going to win the match, and we're going to see him and Ospreay actually go to Wembley and take each other on. So that got pretty heated, ended up in a scuffle. Then we go on to some of the matches of the night. We had Jericho versus Tommaso Ciampa. He put Tommaso over in a street fight style match. I didn't watch the full match. Saw some highlights. I think Jericho at this age still give him props for doing some of the shit that he's doing and the risk that he puts his body at. But again, I still don't see him as what he once was. He's still a shell of his past life, and it's really rough watching him trying to move sometimes. But everybody has their own opinion on it. I think the man should be wrapping it up this year or in the next couple of years. Anybody believe Jericho should stick around any longer?
Yes, I love Jericho. More painmaker.
In wrestling or as a persona, though? Do you want to see him in the ring fighting all the time?
I actually would love for him to get rid of Tony Schiavone and fucking replace him or Excalibur on commentary. And I can't stand Daniel Bryan on commentary. Get that fucking guy out of there. Yeah. But give me Jericho would be great on commentary.
He did a lot of
Remember he did Rampage when they used to when Rampage was the thing.
Like he's
way back when.
He's got a shot, then you could run it back at some point. Where he, just like Nigel McGuinness does every once in a while, right?
He sounds like a damn beer.
Over my head. But
I love it.
Yeah, I went over my head all the way. But then
somebody in the chat, I'm not sure who it is. Their cat must have ran across their keyboard because it's a bunch of letters. It looks like how I would spell Sami Zayn.
Oh,
down.
Michael, do we have Michael J. Fox in the house? Is that what we got? Hey, always loved your work, brother.
It's a little shaky.
A little shaky. We got to see Kyle Fletcher take out Takeshita for the International Championship. We did see the first title change of the night, and that was right there. Kyle Fletcher making his return a few weeks ago, came back to reclaim some gold. For Kyle Fletcher, I think this is exactly the only thing you can do with him at this point. You give him that mid-card title, and you let him fight the best of the mid-card and prove why he should be
8 mid-card titles.
Yeah.
Well, again, if he can definitely put more prestige on that than Mox is on the other end. When you see Mox in a match, you already know what's going to happen. Like, it's very predictable, and it's almost uncomfortable to think, like, man, why? What is the reason for Moxley to be carrying that title for so long? And hopefully it makes sense one day, but I don't think it will. But back to Kyle Fletcher. He has a big chip on his shoulder. He knows he's the next guy behind the top guys, but he still has a lot to prove. He still hasn't been on as big of stages as a Kenny Omega, as a Will Ospreay. So he still has a big career ahead of him, but I think there's a good starting point putting him in this kind of position. And then, like I said, a lot of other things happen, but we're going to just skip on to the best part of the night. The main event. I actually almost drove 4 hours to go see the show. It came down to the last minute for me to back out. But for this reason, MJF versus Kenny Omega, part 3. Another great match.
There was a part 1 and 2 to that.
Scotty rolled his eye.
There was. So, again, a lot of people question at what level can Omega fight at this point in this stage with battling illnesses to threatening retirement a few times. We're wondering if Kenny's still going to be at the same level, and we've seen him time and time again. Just seems like he's still getting better, which is insane. And I thought this match between the two of them was a great display of wrestling for MJF. It still keeps him at a good how do I say this? it still keeps him in the conversation, even though people are now starting to doubt where he can go with AEW. I think as far as a match, this is definitely a memorable match for him in his career. But in the end, he
How
tried
many
to
world
cheat.
titles is that for Kenny?
Kenny, this is third. I think this is third. It's been a few years. I want to say maybe 4 years.
He beat
since he's held the world
Jericho
title.
He beat Jericho.
He beat Jericho.
No, Moxley beat Jericho.
Yeah,
Omega
but Jericho
beat
held it a couple times.
No, he didn't. Jericho is the initial AEW World Champion. He never got it back.
Never got it back?
Nope.
Well, let's look that thing up.
Omega beat Moxley, and then I feel like this is only the second one for Omega.
The only one I remember is when he was with Don Callis and yelling, 69 me, Don.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, no, this is a 2-time.
Kenny, okay, so Kenny has it now. MJF, Darby, MJF again.
Yeah, he beat Moxley.
Samoa,
The second.
Adam Page, Moxley, Daniel Bryan, Swerve, Joe again. So Joe's had it twice. MJF again. So that's 3 times for MJF.
That was during the
that was his
bromance.
first run. Moxley again. So Moxley's had it twice, right?
Moxley's had it like 4 times, I think.
No.
4 or 5
Feels like
times.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, he had a long run. Remember, his run was long in the briefcase for a while too.
Yeah, he had a long run. So, yep, 1. MJF, Moxley 2, CM Punk, Moxley again 3, Moxley again for 4. Oh, he was the intern champ when CM Punk got hurt.
Yeah,
CM Punk again twice for CM Punk. Adam Page is twice. Kenny Omega again. John Moxley again. Oh, that 5?
That's 5.
And Chris Jericho, the first one. Chris Jericho, the Painmaker, by the way.
Yeah.
So again, a lot of people are saying that this was an audible call to try to compete with WWE's booking. I don't believe it. I think that we talked about this previously, and we said what would be the better match and the bigger match going into Wembley, and it's 110% Kenny versus Will Ospreay, and this is Will Ospreay's time to win the title. Him winning it from MJF would be cool, but we know that he has a point to prove to being one of the elite wrestlers in the world, and Kenny Omega has held that title for a dozen years plus. Yeah. And now this is the time and this is the stage. If they're trying to sell tickets, which unfortunately they have not been doing well in selling tickets for this event. This is
half price, by the way, slash the prices.
You can get into the building at $32 right now for their biggest event of the year. Imagine saying WrestleMania you can get in with $32. I don't even think you're allowed to.
You can't even get a beer for $32.
You can't park for $32.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. So, I mean, again, and the decline has gone 50% from where it was 2 years ago. It's sad to see because, again, I think these guys are working their asses off. I think there's a lot of potential there.
Because nothing means anything in AEW. Every pay-per-view is 8 hours. Why do we want to go sit through an 8-hour Wembley? Because it's all Wembley. Every pay-per-view is a Wembley pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to get. How did you get like half your roster in the last pay-per-view? Oh, you take 12 of them and put them in a cage match, and then you put Leo Rush inside of a hockey bag just to get him some airtime.
I love that.
And again,
it was kind of funny.
It's cool that they're giving it to us on free TV, but they're giving us title changes on fucking free TV. You know what I mean? This Omega MJF match, easily a pay-per-view match if you just take your time with it. But again, trying to get to where they want to go, rushing this process, it doesn't seem like it gives us enough time to invest in it. You know, a lot of people didn't even know this match was happening. You know, like
think about this. What we're trying to solidify Will Ospreay as one of the best wrestlers in AEW, and the best one to do that against is the best bout guy, right? The best wrestler is in AEW. Honestly, second best wrestler. I'm not gonna. fourth best wrestler in AEW is Kenny Omega.
Fourth?
No,
Fourth?
no, he's
who?
about 2 up from the bottom.
MJF,
Dude,
Kenny Omega. No, that's not in
No.
any order. MJF, Kenny Omega, Swerve,
Definitely Swerve.
Darby Allin.
fuck you.
No.
Fuck
No.
you. What?
Give me your four. Give me
Time
your
out. Time out.
Sammy
fourth-
There's
Guevara,
only one
Darby
good wrestler
Allin,
in AEW.
Sammy Guevara, Orange Cassidy, and the Rizzler.
Dustin Rhodes.
The Rizzler.
I'll even say
Rizzler.
Dusty. I'll say Dusty at this point now, currently Dusty in the
I
grave.
think the
is
Rizzler
better
has a
than fucking
coke
Darby
problem.
Allin.
I don't know. What's he doing this shit all the time? Him and Tony.
He's giving himself the Hitler.
All right,
I
go
ain't signed
ahead.
up for this
AK,
shit.
give me your top 5. Give me your top 5. I gave you 4.
No. I will take the same 4, except without Darby. Obviously, Will Ospreay will go in there, and then you do have a handful of guys that are
I didn't add Ospreay in there. Because who are the best?
He said the
Other-
best 4 to take on
best off
Ospreay.
to fight
on
him.
Ospreay.
Oh,
Ospreay
okay.
would be 5 for me. He would not in that
Yeah.
order, but Ospreay would be in that 5.
So hit
Darby
me
is
4.
5 to me. Darby is 5 to me
I-
because Darby. If you really think about it, Darby is. I look at
Mental?
right? Well-rounded wrestling, promos, just the way they show showmanship, that kind of stuff. And Darby is that guy. Darby's also makes up for some of the stuff he lacks in showmanship, and
By
that guy
killing
is willing
himself.
to do whatever it takes
I mean,
in a wrestling match, right? This guy is a psycho, right? And he does it within reason, right? He will fall through some real glass every once in a while, but
Cry me a
I
river.
forgot about Jack Perry. Damn it.
yeah, I forgot about that.
So look, I'll agree with you, and but I will not put. I'll put Darby as the 6th man.
Okay,
Unfortunately, as much as we hate him, and
Don't say
I
it.
don't. I am. I'm going to say I put
do
him
not
over
put
Darby.
John
in the conversation.
Moxley in the top 5.
No. I was going to say that cowboy shit.
Oh my
fucking
God,
hang-
do not put. He's not.
Yeah,
No
Tony,
way.
Scotty's gonna fall out of his chair.
Oh my
Yeah,
I wanna see-
I'm
look,
done.
I would
I-
rather listen.
Kick him off the podcast. Kick him
Shut
off
up.
the podcast.
Shut up. I'd rather Ospreay than to see fucking Darby fight Ospreay, and that's just for a better match. And when we talked about the 4 guys, that would be my 4th guy in that lineup against Will. That's all I'm saying. I don't care for Hangman. He shouldn't be.
Why would you put him in the top 5? Hangman is as charismatic as that rock sitting out in front of my front yard.
Talking about as far as a match. That's why I specified. I said a match. Like I want to see them fight each other, like a fight. But no.
I'd rather see Darby fight Ospreay just to see if Darby ends up killing himself. Like that. Like
He's
that.
never gonna die.
Yeah.
Easy.
But no. Like I'm gonna say this. There's only one good wrestler, actual wrestler in
Nyla
AEW.
Rose.
And then
Thekla.
MJF is the only good wrestler in AEW. Everybody else is an indie garbage wrestling fanatic.
I know.
that can't
I
wrestle
know.
for
I
any
know you're
reason.
tainted. You don't really watch the product, Scotty. So you really can't.
I've watched enough of it over the years. I have seen enough matches.
There
know
there are some good wrestlers in AEW,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of guys that are not up to.
It's the same thing we've said for
caliber.
years about AEW. It's their booking and their storytelling, and they do very poorly at it at times, a lot of times. They have plenty of great wrestling talent. They have plenty of great wrestling matches. Again, we always say they give away pay-per-views on live TV, and then they have their pay-per-views, which are always spot on, except they're a day and a half long.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I'm going to go back to something AK said about the ticket sales. Okay, there is no way that Omega Ospreay is going to put more asses in seats than MJ Ospreay would have.
Bullshit.
All right.
Bullshit. You know why? Because internationally, Omega's a bigger star than fucking MJF.
And that's
is.
what they're going for. It's again,
Yep.
it's about numbers. Again, if you think about Kenny
Both
was
of them are.
one of the biggest stars in New Japan for the longest time. For the longest time.
Okay,
And he still
that was
he goes
it.
over there. When he was making his comeback, he was over there making his comeback. He's probably selling out more
Listen,
seats
Kenny-
over there than he does
Kenny
for
Omega,
AEW.
Kenny Omega was the biggest star created outside of WWE in history. Kenny Omega's name rang bells over here way before AEW even existed.
The
Kenny
only
Omega
one that
made that-
rang his bell was freaking Meltzer. That's the
Listen.
only reason he's got a name anywhere. Is because
Nah,
Meltzer was like,
he's-
Omega,
That's not what I
Omega,
liked him.
Omega.
That's not what I watched. That's not what brought me in. I watched New Japan at the time. I was there from Bullet Club Inception. I'm wearing fucking Bullet Club now. Fucking love New Japan. And Kenny Omega fucking did that for himself. He made himself an international star. He said he was going to do it. He fucking did it. And this is where he's at right now, as one of the top guys in the world. So you can talk shit, but it's real. That's who he is. He's a fucking guy who's going to sell tickets
I'm still
overseas
telling
better
you,
than fucking
I'm
JF.
telling you right now, I'm calling it. When they advertise, as soon as they find a way to start advertising for Wembley, ticket sales will not go up. In fact, they will drop.
It's already
even
advertised
more.
now. It's already advertised. Once the match ended, fucking we know now that the main event at Wembley is Omega and fucking Will Ospreay.
Cool.
So
Ticket
that's a good thing.
Ticket sales will continue to decline even harder than they already were because nobody wants
So
to see
keep
it.
this in mind. It's the same thing with WWE. Remember, we talk about this for 2 months while WWE is out there spinning their wheels, trying to figure out why they're not selling tickets either. And then all of a sudden, on the last 2 weeks, we start to sell some tickets, and we end up selling tickets. They sell tickets for it. Now will Wembley draw more than 40,000 people? I'm going to set the line. I'm going to set the line for Wembley at 31,000 people. Will they draw more
see
than
where they're at right now.
31,000 people?
Let me see.
That first year, remember of course, those are inflated numbers, but it was like 71,000 or something like that. And then it dropped last year to like 45.
50. No, 50.
It was crazy.
So, but no,
Bring
I
back
fear-
the penis druids.
No, we don't. Joey Ryan does not need to come
I've been
back.
saying this for years. Bring back Joey Ryan. Do the dick flip and bring
All
back
right.
Joey Ryan.
All right, here we go with some stats really quick. In 2023, they did 81,000. In 2024, they did 53,000. And right now, they're sitting at 28,000 tickets.
Sold?
So, sold.
Oh, well, they'll definitely be 31 then. They'll probably get close.
So-
They'll probably get close to 50 then.
They're saying they're
I'm
they're
gonna
saying
say they will hit 38. They will not break 40.
they're projecting for 37 right now. They're projecting 37,000 roughly on estimates.
That's,
So
that's
they-
not
they
a lot
will
of
not-
people for Wembley.
I don't think that's a lot of tickets for now. Though. Think about it. That's only a 9,000 sale increase. So let's see. We'll tag this one, and I got today's date, and this is where we're at right now. Let's see where we're at in a couple weeks.
They'll
August
like
30th,
the
we
only
got
way they'll sell more tickets is
6
if they
weeks.
drop them down to 5.
Remember, they gave
2-1.
cheeseburgers away. Didn't they give
Yeah, they
I was
cheeseburgers
in
away?
Vegas for Double or Nothing or
Okay.
something.
Oh, bye, AK.
We lost AK. AK is done with his AEW chat. So there he is. So we'll go ahead and give our numbers right now. I'm gonna say they do 51,000. Scotty,
I'll keep it at what they're estimating. I'm going to say 37,000. They're not going to break 40.
Rick,
55.
55. Ooh, he went over. AK, you got a 90 in you? You
Can't
have
hear
no
you.
volume. You have no volume, buddy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you
Yay!
go. That a baby.
All right. I say 45,000. 45.
Okay.
I'm going to.
All right.
I'm
The
going
middle
high
47,
end.
45, 55, and 50. Okay, we're gonna earmark this. Hopefully
I'm going high end.
we'll know. So anyway. You guys got anything else?
I'm good.
Short show.
Great
Okay,
season,
we
fellas.
will not be back here next. We will be here next week, but we won't be here next week. We have a best of show next week. Still putting the clips in right now, so we'll have a. I'm not sure how long the show is going to be, but it'll be a bunch of shorts of clips and stuff, and hopefully there'll be some funny stuff in there. Maybe there won't be any funny stuff in there. Maybe you guys. Maybe you guys.
Hey, what was that? Look at that comment right there. It says, "When the fuck is AK going to be added to the intro?" Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yep, still
Pretty
working
long
on it. It
time.
only took AK 3 weeks after I told him to get me a video, so still working on it. Been a little.
It's all right. We all know why though. It's because I'm Greek. It's
Well,
all right.
that's
know.
what it is. We don't like Greek people here.
Fuck
AK, where can we? AK, you're back in business now, wrestling. Where are we going to see you next?
Right now, I'm not disclosing any dates. I got a few coming up, but again, we're still working some things out logistically. So again, I'm slow burning this return and surprising return some places, so I can't give away
very cool.
any secrets. So you never know where I might end up, but just know this might be the next summer of AK. I'll see you guys out there on the road. Anybody watching?
Scotty, where can we find you?
Any
Sitting right here waiting for next week.
Right there.
Any
Gathering
Golden Corral
magic.
buffet.
Gathering magic.
I love that.
Or CC's.
He's gathering magic.
Or playing Magic, yes.
Ricky,
But actually, the place you will be able to catch me this weekend, if anybody that wants to come out, is USW Stars and Stripes in Seaford, Delaware at Birmingham Meadery. That'll be this coming Saturday. So if you want to come out and say hi, watch some good wrestling, then feel free.
It was just Brian Hardy's birthday.
Yes, it was. Happy birthday, good old Brian Hardy.
So what age is he lying about? How old is
I think
27? Is he still 27?
No, I was gonna say I think he's still saying he's 25.
Okay, he's still 25. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
He's starting to look. I see pictures of him. He's starting to look like a promoter. So, happy birthday, Brian.
Brian.
One of our first kind of guest hosts with the worst internet ever was Brian Hardy. Yeah, there would be times where all we saw was this.
Hey,
Frozen.
a couple of times AK's internet has competed for the worst. So.
I'll compete with
AK's
him,
getting there. He's got, you gotta stop. You gotta buy more minutes or something. I don't know what his problem is. Ricky, where can we find you and Mr. Puffers?
Well, Mr. Puffers will be here next week. I will not be.
Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be in Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas!
Oh, hell yeah.
Anybody who's in the Vegas area, watch for these two to show up at a midget wrestling show and get in the ring and try to wrestle.
So we are going to go to the Nerd Bar. We're going back to the scene of the crime 2 years ago or last year. We're going back to the Nerd Bar. Jesse's already swears she's riding the mechanical penis.
I love it.
That's not my nickname either. So I don't know.
Rest in peace, Sabu. We met you. There. We met you there.
That's right. Ricky gave him his balls.
Yeah, bowling balls.
Oh, you don't know about that, AK. We went to the Nerd Bar. Actually, Jesse and I got married in a midget wrestling ring. That's another story for another time. But we were bowling before the wrestling show, or before the surprise, and Sabu walks in. Sabu just wanders into the Nerd Bar. It's a hangout in Vegas where a lot of the Vegas local wrestlers and stuff like that go. We ran into who else? We ran into Danny Moe. Ran into Facade. Like, it was crazy. Like, I was like, why is all these people from the East Coast out here? They all ended up coming to the wedding.
It's WrestleMania.
Well, it was WrestleMania, but yeah, they were all working GC. I think they were working not GCW. They were working Juggalo Championship Wrestling. I think.
Oh yeah,
it was Sabu's last match. Remember where he knocked himself out?
Yes, it was him and Joey Janela. It was Joey Janela's spring break or whatever.
Yeah, he had
tried to kill him
his head when I bought him that shot at the bowling alley and got a picture with him. And sadly, was it a couple weeks later he passed.
Yeah. So yeah, we're bowling, and I'm looking at Ricky. I'm like, that's Sabu? Yeah, with his hot little wife or whatever, girlfriend or whatever. She's like, what, 12? How old was she?
Barely legal.
Yeah, she was young. She was like 21. She just turned 21 and didn't shut up the whole time we were there.
I thought they had black X's on her hand.
No, they could have. They could have. So who else did we run into that night? Who else was there? The dude from Fast and Furious was there.
Yeah, the guy that plays Hector.
Hector, he
He's
was there.
Hector in
Actually, his
every
real
movie.
name is Hector, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who else? There was another what is that? There was a black wrestler. He kind of reminds me of the Junkyard Dog. He was on AEW, did Ring of Honor. What was his I'm forgetting his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about too, and I'm drawing a blank.
He reminds me, it looks like Special Delivery Jones. That he just looks just like him, man. He looks just like him. I can't remember what his name is right now, but yeah, it was a wild place. But yeah, we're going back to the Nerd Bar. They have a mechanical penis instead of a mechanical bull. It's an interesting place if you ever get out to Vegas. You want to go to the Nerd Bar. They run little people shows, and it's the best intro to a little person show ever. So
I wonder if Minnie Marley
25 Cent
will be there.
Yeah, the other guy looks like 50 Cent. His name is 25 Cent. I mean, it's a good show.
Yeah.
It's a good show. So, anyway, that's gonna do it for here for Hardway Wrestling. We're gonna be out for a week, but just catch our clip show next week, and then we'll see you guys in a week. And appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Right, if you're new, if you're just coming through, and you said, "Oh my God, you're spelling things wrong," I don't care. Help me out. Like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.
We're too cheap for
wrong,
spell
or are you not reading right?
I did this doom scrolling, and in the middle of doom scrolling, I was in the middle of a rainstorm, typing this thing up, trying to I'm so busy constantly doing stuff, right? So I'm multitasking as I'm driving. But thank goodness the rumble strips are there to keep me where I need to be. Yep, it's all the time. It always sounds like I have gas in my car. It's really not me. It's the rumble strips.
Swerves when he drives.
Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, me and
No.
So, all right, boys.
All right, fellas.
See you guys next time.
On the hard way.
Y'all be safe.
Viva Las Vegas!
Go,
No shaking the cities.
Woo!